Here we go, guys. Okay, so we are now here. We just had our first read through the script, guys. Oh, by the way, I didn't even introduce the show. I probably should. I'm not drunk at all because I'm not drinking like 3 days because allergies are fun, guys. Woohoo! This is The Creative Process. I'm your host, Mark Levy. As you probably noticed, there is no theme song because this show is a work in progress. But now we have finished writing this play.
And you hear the eye roll from over here.
Wow. Thanks, Kristen. And of course, our audio is better than it was last week, thank God. But also, last week was listenable, which I'm very happy by. So I'm your host, Mark Levy. I wrote this play, Waiting. And today we have a couple of guests in studio today. We have Kristen.
Hi.
We have John Galvez returning.
Hello.
And we have Adam Sherwin, our tech guru.
Hello there.
And so we just finished our first our first read-through. Jesus Christ.
Not quite there yet.
Yeah. So also we've had some cast changes, which I'm not the happiest about, but we got great people to replace them. We lost great people and replaced them with great people too. Unfortunately, we lost Marissa Parnes and Stephanie Marrow because of conflicts. We love them both, and I want to work with them again, and they're both amazing people. And we replaced them with Amber Bloom, who is an incredible actress that I've known like almost 2 years, and Kayla Mason, who was in my most recent play, Lenny Bruce is Not Afraid, who's also an incredible actress. And we just had our first read-through with 6 of the 9 cast members. Julie Arwood, unfortunately, was not able to make it. Neither was Tiara Francis or Xavier Rodney, but it doesn't matter. We had our first read-through. Wow. People have spoken those lines. That's a very weird feeling as a playwright. Galvez, you know exactly how I feel about that.
Multiple times.
Yeah. It's a very, very weird.
Except there's usually phrasing in your rehearsals. Galvez.
Yeah.
Freezing?
Phrasing.
Oh, phrasing. Yeah.
A certain phrase likes to come out in his rehearsals. That does not happen for you, Mark.
All right. Well, hopefully not too often for mine, but whatever.
Wow.
Okay, so let's start. God, I hate this fucking question, Kristen. How did it feel? Like, what went right?
Okay, what went right? Some of my instincts were spot on because we cast some of the roles tonight.
We literally, Kayla and Amber joined the production in the last 8 hours.
So yeah, we were casting some roles tonight, and a couple times my instincts were spot on, which was quite nice.
Yes, there was 3 roles in the play. The magician assistants and an audience
I
member.
got the assistants dead on.
Yeah, you really did. And we just gave a crazy person another crazy character that they might have too much room for, but
it's all good.
It's all good.
It was good to hear it out and through. Hearing a lot of laughter around the room the entire time.
Yeah.
Which was really nice to hear. I think it must have been good for you to actually finally hear it out loud.
I mean, I've been fucking living this damn script for... How long did it... It's like 7 weeks ago, basically.
Yeah,
we started
about,
this.
yeah.
Something like that.
No, it was good to hear it out loud. Not to get it on its feet, but get it out there in the world. Because then it's already gotten, like, there's a difference between, like, just reading it and actually hearing other people speak it.
Yeah.
And so I was getting ideas throughout for different, like, I'm like, okay, we need this, we need that.
Yeah.
It started getting my brain working on, like, things that we need and ideas I have for staging.
I'm very happy that I was able to nail Sarah Marie's deadpan comedy skills with words.
Yeah.
Which I was really... That was one of the ones that...
And Amber's.
But Amber, I didn't write it for Amber.
And the thing was, they each have a very different deadpan style, which was like, oh, deadpan is deadpan. No, it's not.
There really is...
They had a very different style, and that's what worked.
Because Sarah Marie's is more like, I hate you deadpan.
Yeah. Amber's is kind of like a high deadpan.
Yeah.
Well, there's the Daria deadpan and there's the Aubrey Plaza deadpan.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Nail, hit, on head, ding, 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 ding.
But which one's which? Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter. But yeah. Cool. All right. And Adam, we have a lot of work. It looks like...
I actually, as we were going through it and I'm reading the stage directions, I wrote down all of the sound cues I'm going to have somewhere between 18 to 22 sound
Oh, that's
cues.
it?
It's not that bad at all.
Wow.
But just remember, we're going to be adding in the incidentals between scenes.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on top of incidental sound more. I want to focus on doing more. I was talking to Adam about this the other day.
Yeah.
About doing, instead of doing like, a lot of plays will have like music in between scenes. I can't do that with this show. This show, in order for it to work, it does need to move. And with this show, because it's so many vignettes, you have to really be able to set the scene with light and with sound and with costume, which is something I said at the end of.
I think it'd be really funny if in that 33-second long blackout there is no noise, like it was just a sound, like just a light cue, and then like immediately, like let's say it's blackout, lights back up, and the scene starts. I think that could be really funny.
Even like the last 5 seconds of the people sitting there like waiting for the scene to start.
Oh yeah, like I want Kayla and Samry just to be like in like a weird pose at the top of the scene or something like that, like just like pose,
like their buttons, like be like, okay, you can ring the lights up. We're here.
Yeah.
No, this play is definitely like written for an intelligent. I guess so. Like I was seeing this like for an intelligent audience. One of the actors brought up like keeping the through line with it. And yeah, it's going to be like people are going to be in the audience. Actually, you have to be. This is a show where you have to trust your audience. So, which
there is honestly, no fourth wall.
No, there is no fourth wall. Yeah. But it's like I don't like plays that I feel like baby themselves down for the audience. That don't think the audience isn't going to get that. So I'm just gonna like water it down a little so it's easy access. Easy access playwriting. I don't like that, honestly.
No, I mean, honestly.
I like things that are complex, which this play makes an audience think, oh, wait, they that guy that had on that scene, which means that's this character. And, oh, wait, the lights are the same, so that means this scene. This is a play where you have to trust that your audience is going to understand is going to be able to keep up, basically.
You're doing in one play what I do in 16.
Wow.
He's got a point.
And the funny thing is, there's like no context needed. Just listen to earlier episodes of the show because, as I mentioned in every other episode, listen to all the episodes before you get to this current one. That's a compliment.
No,
wow.
Yeah. No, but it's also what the festival that this play is going to be in. It's going to be most of the audience for this festival is going to be actors, directors, other playwrights. It's going to be truly theater people seeing theater. So you're going to have very intelligent minds in the audience.
Yep.
So there isn't that worry of like dumbing it down or anything like that. You can actually get what you want out and not have to worry about people.
We'll play to New Yorkers, we're not playing to Kansas.
Exactly. The two people who don't get it, fuck them.
So,
yeah,
that's always my philosophy when directing.
No, I mean I agree with that. Like I mean, like I like plays to be lofty, but not so lofty people can't get to. Yeah. But I like it like in a way like where an audience are going to take a step or two up to, you know.
Yeah.
There's an accessible complexity.
Yeah.
You have to like you compliment your audience putting that kind of play
like,
in front
hey,
of them.
You're smart.
Like, we think that you guys are smart and you will understand this. Go.
I mean, that's the way the first scene ends. That's the reason why the first scene ends exactly how it does.
Yeah. Because for anyone in the theater industry, that's going to be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, we know what's happening.
Because we're making fun of it.
We know what's happening.
Yeah.
Alright, so one of my favorite gurus in the world, the good John Galvez, he took notes while listening to the reading.
Okay. You want those?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm terrified, but because you're so good with words, and I feel like I'm not at all.
Now, Mark, I have to set a rule here because this is how I do. This is how I do things. I agree with it, but you can't. Basically, don't defend it. Let me tell you, and you can process it. Okay.
All right.
Is that fair?
Yes.
All right. So the first thing that I have to say is that. First of all, everything from page 14 on is like a train. It just plows through. All right, this is what you're extremely good at. Okay, you're able to have a good scene and then have this one line in there that is absolute icing on the entire cake. That is just delicious. And it's this excellent comedy beat. And there's one in every single scene after page 14. Before that, there is a momentum, I feel. I feel like there's a momentum issue. I don't know if it's going to come down to directing or performance, but there needs the first 4 pages need to move to get us into the groove. Because after that, if you have the audience hooked by then, they are in it for the entire ride and will love it. Because the momentum after page 14 is so good.
Yeah, so to get you into compare, so 14 is the end of the train scene, the first train scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Mike and Steph.
Yeah.
Right.
The flip side to that, the end of that scene, try not to spoil it, the end of that scene really gets the audience's attention if you lose them. But at the same time, let's try to have that momentum. Okay. It would really help, because if the audience clicks out in that first 14, it's a possibility you lose them, regardless of who they are.
This is not me defending. This is me going like, I feel like, it's going to have to do with pacing.
Yeah.
A lot of that, I think that's something like, especially with Xavier and his monologue, and with that Mike and Steph scene.
Yeah.
To not give it too much away of that one, because that one can be I feel like that scene is going to be paced differently every night depending upon the kind of audience we have. Mm-hmm. The two of them are really going to have to read, Kayla and Mike are going to have to really read off the audience and how things are falling in those first 10 pages of dialogue or so. So by the time they get to that scene, they know how they have to do it that night. Yeah. And that's something I'm going to work with them on, because that scene can make or break.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a beautiful scene. It's fucking awesome.
I actually started crying already at that scene.
No, but I feel like that could also be a scene where I could literally whisper to them, "This is how you do it tonight." Almost like a version B, version C. Like version A, they're drunk off their asses.
Yeah.
Like version B, they're high. Like it's like and different way, because that scene can be done in so many different ways. Reading it tonight, I was having idea after idea after idea.
It's worth so much.
Which is a great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is that, and this is for the entire play, there is magic in pauses if utilized right. Mm-hmm. So the reason I say momentum is that you have the momentum. It keeps going. And when there's the pause and the silence, the weight given. So much weight is given to that silence, because suddenly nothing is happening, that the audience will feel that weight either as 5 seconds feels like 50, or like oh shit, what's got to happen next, And that's kind of part of the concept of the play. You want the audience to have that feeling of, oh fuck, what's happening now? And it's like, oh god, what next? Oh god, what next? That pause can give, those pauses can give so much.
I think that's a note to me even.
Yeah.
To really make sure that those happen, because they are integral to what you're writing.
Yeah. You have so many natural pauses written in, but but everything around them has to be kind of built around that pause. So that when the pause hits, it kind of smacks the audience in the face, like, whoa,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The other thing is, and you might hate me for this, because I know this has been a process for you, okay? It needs a little more, as in scenes.
Okay.
Okay? In my brain, it's 4 out of 5 acts for the full thing. And what's, I think, first of all, is missing, that bit with the cat and the ladder. Yeah. It needs a final beat. It needs a third something. It needs a completion, because it feels like you did it, but it doesn't feel like it's complete. There's a level that it can go. Oh, Kristen just turned on the light bulb.
Something that we talked about before: cat in the box.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you have part A with the bong, part with the opening scene, part B with that second scene that we're talking about right now. Part C needs to be the box.
All right.
Yeah. You have to write the box.
I have to write the box.
I know, because we talked about this previously, but I wanted the box in there. There's your completion.
The trick with that is that cat is utilized so much and so well in the play that you kind of have to write 2 new scenes just to be around that.
Yeah, no, because I don't, like the weird thing about Kat's role, the whole play is an ensemble piece, but like she doesn't have much dialogue.
But she has an awesome.
She's pure physicality.
Yeah, she really does.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to find.
Yeah, the boxing needs to be in there.
But like, I'm thinking, like, maybe after the cops is like when that stuff has to happen, right? Well, after the restaurant with the cops.
What the third? Where's the 33-second blackout?
33-second blackout is right after the It's right before HR. No, not before assistance. The magic.
Yeah, this is the trick.
It was after Mike and Steph because that scene was that, and then it was
We're dealing with a magician, right? What's Cat stuck in?
Oh.
Yes! Yes!
Here's another question.
Yes!
Here's another question. Did someone just put the box on top of her in the 33-second blackout?
Oh
my god.
Kat, if you're listening to this, they apologize.
I'm her husband. I'll take the flag.
All right. Cat in the box is happening in the...
Cat in the box.
Which this is even better because there was another story she said about waiting that didn't fully make into the show that was the basis for the box idea. And
it's just that story is so brilliant, though.
I won't say the story now because it might end up essentially spoiling. But oh my god, that's perfect.
So I do have to add this scene between Cat in a box and HR.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could throw the girl that has to pee in there and it'd be fun.
I don't.
I know, like I want to, but I don't know how to.
It's I'll speak from experience. It's tempting to put in all these familiar faces just to keep through line, but there's a certain point where
the reason I say the P girl is kind of is a variation off of the theme of the cat in the box thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The P thing came.
I could use cat in the box a different way though.
Touche.
I could use cat in the box with the scare of the tiger. Like she pops we have a pre-cut hole in the box. She pops it open. It's like stuck, like just face acting like, oh my god, I'm stuck in this box.
Yeah.
Oh god, we have to find a 5-foot tall box.
She's 4'11".
Right. Okay. So yeah,
store, UPS store.
Yeah. I'm not. Also.
Actually, fuck. We just moved.
I'm just checking.
What?
He's checking for a box because they just moved.
If he has a cat-sized box,
I wouldn't be surprised. She can fit into small boxes.
I mean,
I got a bunch of those.
That might be too small.
Tape them together.
Yeah, we can.
We'll figure this out.
We can jerry-rig this.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's gonna be two scenes. In addition to that scene.
Yeah, you need.
No cat in a box. But do you think 2 scenes is enough?
On top of that?
Yeah. And what kind of tone do you think that other scene should be? Because keep in mind, assistants and then HR are 2 pretty zany scenes. Are we talking more like towards Subway Part B? Or like are we talking more like towards something different?
Well, I think... Personal opinion. Well, I think it's one closer to the beginning. To get to buffer between... What was it? Something...
Magicians and HR.
No. Something earlier between... Something, because there was
the files?
It felt weird. Actually, I'm wrong. Because how do you plan to do scene 4? Page 8.
It's on a table. Computer's there. There's actually a wire.
Okay.
And basically just miming.
I have an idea for how I can set that up.
Yeah.
For it to actually play the sounds that it needs to play.
Okay.
I have an idea.
It's not too hard, though. I mean, it's all...
No, not hard at all.
It's super easy. I mean, it's all just AOL noises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy. It's just, the idea... Because the description is so well written.
It really... Like you almost wanted me to do the voiceover, read the stage.
And the funny thing is that, if that's not happening, but if that were to happen, that would be completely opposite of what I want this scene to be. Because I don't want it to be porn. I want it to look like it's porn.
You want the audience to
to
get
that
what
it's
you were
boring.
doing.
Yes.
Which,
Because they don't realize the scenes 18 years ago.
yeah.
Okay, that's one thing. Iron Gate
Yeah.
is
What is that?
it's a rough sketch to open. It's a rough sequence to
Okay.
open with. I don't know about reordering because everything else beyond that is so strong.
Yeah.
Iron Gate feels like a weird thing to intro people to.
The
what
only
we're
thing
watching.
about that is that sets up Bertha's character, and Bertha as a character has a very true through line in this play, and that's the scene that sets Bertha up. When do we see Bertha next?
Subway 1.
Which is not far from there.
It's not far. Yeah, that's scene 6.
Because it's that, then barista, then computer, then
Paula Greg.
Paula.
Yeah.
It's a fair distance away. It's a fair distance away. It just needs something. And one more bit before that last scene, before scene 4, maybe either before the funeral or before scene 14.
Yeah.
Because like that last page is like penultimate with every that 10 seconds. That's the penultimate build. It just comes so quickly.
Wait, at the very end?
Yeah, at the very end.
Seconds
Like,
is,
Yeah.
that 10 seconds. Like it gets to that. So it feels like it gets to that so quickly. So we just need something a little extra to like
Yeah.
have a little more. And
So I
then
need something else in that scene, or I need something in the scene before that?
scene before that. You could build on that scene easily.
So yeah.
Oh,
so
no, that's gonna be
basically
like-
it's basically it's adding one more scene in the beginning,
Towards
adding
the
the
beginning,
the cat in the box towards the beginning, adding the cat in the box, and another scene towards the end.
So what kind of tone should I have for like that scene that I add towards the beginning, though?
Well, here's
Because I don't think it should be a long scene either.
Yeah, well, here's your guideline. Who's in the one before, who's in the one after, and then figure out who you have left, and then you work from there.
And I mean, yeah.
It's giving you a prompt.
Yeah.
My wedding story.
You got it.
So, when Kat and I got married, she was getting her hair done, and from her mother's hairdresser. Long story short, she was 45 minutes late to our
That was
wedding.
it? That was it? It was only 45?
Because
I thought it was longer. Wow.
no, it ended up being 45 minutes. But the reason why it was only 45 minutes was because they had like 6 actors and actresses who knew how to do a quick change and got her into her wedding dress in like 5 seconds flat.
Huh.
And then
Damn.
we immediately
This is why you become good friends with theater people.
yeah, and like it was fantastic. I was calm the whole time.
He really was.
While all these people are coming up to me, freaking out, going, "Are you okay? She's gonna be here. Don't worry." And I'm like, "Why would I worry? It's Kat." So it's like maybe you could use, because you have the funeral on one end, a wedding is a similar style.
Oh!
You got it. I know.
There you go.
That's it.
Brain went, yeah.
That's it.
That's it!
We're in the same spot.
That's it.
That's it!
Yep.
Yes.
I was waiting for that to like jiggle your thought process.
Guys, I'm so sorry that we just got incredibly vague there.
We had to. Spoilers.
I mean, granted,
Spoilers.
yeah.
Wait, I'm confused about what that means then.
The word.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's moving period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's progression.
Wedding, funeral, you got it. You're done.
Yep.
You're done. That's it.
Yeah.
You'll see one more, and then you.
Cool.
Then,
All
yeah,
right.
You're golden.
So, yeah, so I'll be
my
writing
God.
some more.
Oh my god, that's gonna be awesome.
Oh my god.
For those who are not seeing what's going on right now, a lot of lightning is happening.
Kristen is currently in the fetal position, laughing so hard.
She is Kristen Bald, which is
I
a
am-
phrase that no one really knows too well. But
Mark coined it. Basically, what that means is that whenever I get really happy about something happening, either on stage or I'm like really happy as a director, if I'm sitting in a chair, I literally pull my feet up into the chair and become a Kristen ball, as was coined by Mark.
If she's standing,
And
she
what-
becomes the bouncy ball.
Exactly, I start bouncing. If I'm on the floor, I curl into the fetal position. This is what I do.
Cool. So I have to write 3 scenes. I can do this. They're not. Yeah, I mean, the scenes aren't even that long.
You already have all the impetus.
I just got to figure out how to set that, and we'll be off the air for that part.
Yeah. But no, you have the raw materials. Figure out who's not being used.
Well, this could be easily 1 or 2 people.
Exactly.
Like one is worst case scenario.
But because you're writing for particular people, you know exactly what kind of tone.
Kind of have to use Amber for this.
Okay.
Because she's one of the Amber and Julia going, which might have to use Julia. I don't know because we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Whoever doesn't get politics, I think it's gonna be Amber, Julia, or Tiara. Well, no, Amber's gonna be girl.
I have my thoughts on Paula.
All right, cool. Well, we will talk about.
Talk off that.
Yeah. All right, so we're at 25 minutes, so I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next Friday.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.